the help that I received that was so unexpected when I found out that I had cancer. Um, I had to go down to Mayo, and that wasn't the problem. Going to Mayo was great. The problem is that my husband has no peripheral vision, so he never drives in the heavy traffic that we find in the Twin Cities. So I always do that driving, but I wasn't going to be able to drive because I was going to have my uterus removed. So a friend offered to drive us down to the Twin Cities for that Mayo Clinic surgery. And I was blown away. I was like, I mean, she just offered out of the blue. And I said, "Are you serious?" She said, "Yeah, I'll drive you down there and I'll drive you back. And, it'll be something that I'm happy to do for you because you've helped me in the past." I'm like, "Well, okay." And so she drove us down there. And Ted was a nervous wreck. So it was good that he didn't have to drive back. And I was pretty zonked out when we had to drive back. And I wouldn't have been able to do that hard driving. And I was so, I was so grateful, so surprised and so grateful to have somebody do something of that magnitude for us. And then I had to go back for radiation, and Ted couldn't go. He couldn't drive me because he had to work, and it was going to be a week that I had to stay there. And another friend, a very dear friend who I've known since I moved here, said, "Well, let me drive you." I'm like, "What?" And so we went down there together. She drove us down. We had a girls' week while I did this very uncomfortable radiation therapy. Um, but again, it was like, wow, you would spend this time with me and help me out in this manner. And it was completely unsolicited. She just offered, and I felt so grateful, so loved, and I can never ever thank them enough for that kind of support. When I really needed it, friends stepped up and helped in a way that I mean, I couldn't have asked them to do that. They just did it. And so I'm eternally grateful for people in the world who see a need and can step up and meet that need just because they want to or they can do it at the time. So I'm eternally grateful to those two friends.